Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that McConey Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at McConey Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, McConey Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to McConeySetupShop.com and learn why McConey Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at McConey Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, The nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
It is feature time in Tulsa. Let's go green.
He's got the run, but is it enough? It's a drag race to the finish. Culver goes from third to first in the last quarter.
Experience the world's most legendary racing events with iRacing. iRacing special events allow any member to compete in full-length multiplayer races based on some of the biggest events in motorsports all year round. Compete in virtual endurance races such as the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, and the Nürburgring 24 Hours. Take on some of the toughest races on the NASCAR calendar, such as the Daytona 500 and the Coke 600. We have races from disciplines across the racing world, from the Indy 500 to the Chili Bowl, from the Bathurst 1000 to the Crandon Championship. Our endurance special events utilize iRacing's team feature, where members can sign up and race together on their own team, swapping drivers throughout the race. Other events use iRacing Super Sessions, where you're not only racing against those on track, but against everyone taking part. As every race progresses, watch and feel the track change, with progressive time of day, dynamic weather and rain, and dynamic track debris and surface changes. Take on your favorite discipline, or try a brand new racing challenge with our biggest races of the year, the iRacing Special Events. Learn more at iracing.com/special-events.
And there it is, green flag in the air, and we are a go.
Curb, curb, curb again.
Oh! And he's gonna make it work as they're 3/10 back.
Sir, you can't park there.
Welcome to another All-Star 15 TV production. Brought to you by W Energy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight, it is race number 11 of the All-Star 15 TV Super Tropheo Series, coming to you live from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Joining me up in the wonderful broadcast booth right here in Speedway, Indiana, it's Joe Hutchings.
Good evening, AJ, and good evening, everybody out there in the iRacing, YouTube's, Twitch, Twitter, social media world. We're at Indianapolis, and we're going the wrong way in the month of May.
We are going the wrong way in the month of May, Joe, and this is setting up a wonderful weekend of racing that we have in front of us. But Joe, I know you love this racetrack. You hate the guy that owns it.
Well,
but you're still not denying it. But we're seeing the Grand Prix racetrack this evening, the road course. Very fun. Let's not put NASCAR vehicles on the road course ever again. But we got these beautiful Lamborghinis that are going to run around this 14-turn configuration. Joe, what are you thinking we're going to have tonight?
I see we're going to have at least a couple of cars run away. we have a lot of skill level from top to bottom, and it's gonna be absolutely nuts at the beginning going into turn one. But then after that, they should fan out, and it's gonna come down to race strategy and how you manage your tires, when you're gonna take your pit stop. The usual for the Tropheo series.
I know the oval has a diamond grind surface. Does the road course as well?
Negative. It is actually smooth, but you do get on the oval, and you do get that the graining still going off into turn one, because you're going to be putting a lot of pressure on the that left front tire. Same thing coming into the last set of corners here through the south chute. So tire wear could possibly factor in. We will have to see.
Yeah, well, we're going to have 45 minutes on the board for all 5 drivers. We're going to see who's going to come out the victor as the pace car is in. And we have Shane Chancellor and Mike Rupp on the front row. Waiting for Barney the flagman to wave the green. And there it is. Green flag is in the air, and away we go. Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course underway. All the way down the long front straightaway to a very hard braking right-hander. And looks like Mike Rupp takes second on the start, as Vidal having issues. Almost went off track through the first couple turns. But now we are single file. Chancellor with a good couple Lamborghini length gap between the two of them, as everybody for the most part is getting separated. See all 5 of them right in shot down the back straightaway into, I think, turn number 6, Joe?
I am blanking on the actual corner numbers. I just know the areas of the track.
We'll get to that in a couple laps, Joe. Don't you worry. We'll get to your favorite segment of the week.
Yay! I like doing that. It's fun.
But early on, Chancellor with a good 2.5 lead over Mike Rupp. Mike Rupp is going to have a battle here into turn number 1. Vidal's going to have a nice draft down the front stretch. Going to possibly see him peel out of line.
I ends up staying in line. It's actually kind of smart. Kind of put the pressure on him early off and see what he's going to do. A lot of mistakes are made going into turn 1 here at Indianapolis. When we were at the Indy GP a few years ago, it was real fun to watch some of these prototyping GT cars kind of just sail off into turn 1 like, hey, you're supposed to turn here.
And if they go long, there's this weird access road to reconnect to the racetrack. I don't think they have it in iRacing, but I know in real life there's another 100 yards down, a couple barrels they have to go in between and then enter back out on the racetrack through the access road. Kind of wish iRacing would implement that and stop people from just stop, turn right now, and get it going again.
It's iRacing. It'll be 10 years before we get that.
Right? Look how long
they'll have like
get rain.
We'll have 3 different configurations before we have the proper way the road course is supposed to be. Looks like Rupp is starting to pull a little bit of a lead on Vidal. Or is that Jake? Who's that?
Nope, you are right. Rupp is pulling just about a half a second now, 0.8 of a second. But Chancellor with a 1:26.17 versus the next fastest lap time was Mike Rupp with a 1:26.89.
Adios, amigos.
But that battle is there for the second position. That's why we're keeping it here. It's Mike Rupp, Josh Vidal down the backstretch into this very, very hard left-handed turn. Both of them getting through it nicely. Yeah, it looks like when it gets to the technical portion of the racetrack, that 26 of Vidal is just a little bit better.
He's backing his corners up a little bit more. He's trying to save the front bumper from not spinning Rupp out. So he's getting a little bit different line off, and that's kind of helping him. Also, the draft is going to help him on the front straight here just a little bit, but we'll see what happens.
4 are under a blanket, and Joe jumping on board with Shane Chancellor. Give us a lap around Indianapolis Motor Speedway's road course.
All right, so before you get into turn 4, you actually get into turn 1, which is kind of funny. Right-hander, you hit that curb. Then you come to turn 2, make the nice sweeping left, then go into the sweeping right-hander. That will bring you into the, what do they call this? I forgot what they call it. I don't have the name of it. But we'll call it a little chicane here. And then you're coming down the Holman Boulevard right here, racing down the actual, what would be a city street most of the time of the year. Hard braking coming out into the left-hander into the more infield section. This section right here, you're going to kind of sit there and leave it in third gear, kind of ride it out a little bit. Cut the right-hander right here. You want to sit there and swing it out as far as you can while it's sitting there feeding the throttle back into this V12. I think it's V10. Sorry, V10. You're going to come out in turn 2 into the what used to be the MotoGP part of the section of the road course here. And then you're going to be flat out, come out just at the start of the actual turn 1. Come by the most famous scoring pylon, and then across the yard of bricks for a lap at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Joe, everybody wants to win the Indianapolis 500, but just a win at Indy, how special is it?
Anytime you win at Indy is special. I mean, it is hallowed ground. There have been so many really good drivers. We'll start, you got AJ Foyt, Mario Andretti, Michael Schumacher. All these really, really, really good motorsports drivers over the last century plus now. I mean, we're going into the 109th Indianapolis 500. You have so many big names that have won at this place. And some of them have won multiple times. Some of them won 4 times. Some of them have won 8 simulated, but still hallowed ground at this place.
I was waiting to see if we were going to get that.
Oh, you were. You were. Do you really think you was going to sit on that one?
Is there any chance of a thunderstorm in your area?
Tonight, no.
Well, that's good.
I double-checked that.
Well, this is the battle for second. All 4 drivers, Rupp, Vidal, Franklin, and Zidal, all under a blanket. But Chancellor is gone. He's out by over 6 seconds. We'll show him for a second. There he is, about to go into turn number 1. He's out of sight, basically. These guys are all battling for second.
You got the picture-in-picture thing set up this week?
Nope, you forgot to remind me.
Dang it, man.
But it's good. We're good. We know Shane
we'll need it for next week.
Is very much going to be fast. Last week he was scary fast as well.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago? I know next week we are off. This is the penultimate race of the season. Next week we are off. I'm pretty sure some people will still be a little buckalad from the 500, the 600, and the Monaco GP in the morning. So I think that's the reason why Joe gave them the week off. But then we go all the way to the Nürburgring. And we're not just running one. We're running both tracks, the GP and the, what do you call the big track?
Nordschleife. It's actually the proper old Formula One GP track. So you're basically got the stadium section, which is the current Grand Prix track, and then we're gonna have the entire Nordschleife. I'm also gonna do these guys a solid because that place is treacherous, and we want to have a halfway decent race. If anybody would like to show up, there is going to be no damage for that race. I want to keep as many cars on track, so if you were thinking about joining in, or just, if the Nordschleife was kind of, scaring you a little bit, it is called Green Hell for a reason. If it was scaring you, just pop in. No damage race. The guys are going to race as hard as they can, and
We
it's
have
pretty
race
much a
control
toss
to figure everything else out.
Well, I mean, I'm race control, and it's going to be fun. We have it calculated out to be 6 laps total in 45 minutes.
Oof. But
Yeah.
while you were talking, huge issue with Josh Vidal and Wyatt Franklin. Both of them. Little bit of contact.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No major damage on either one of them, but it definitely slowed their pace up to where it was a 4-car battle for second, has dropped it down to a 2-car, which that is starting to separate now between a half second for both of them. And Daniel, wish you were here, but no, it doesn't look like that's Emperor Palpatine in first. But he is definitely using some sort of force to get out by almost 8 seconds. Star Wars reference, gotta love him. Now, Joe, I told you I was going to do this a couple days ago. Since we're in a little bit of a lull on the racetrack, we'll show the battle on your screen. Why didn't you give everybody at home your predictions for this weekend, where if it's the Monaco GP, the Indianapolis 500, and the Coke 600, who do you think are winning all 3 races? And then to close that out, talk about the beautiful penalties given upon the certain team that you don't like. And I will say my piece afterwards because I don't think they should be even in the field.
So I'm going to start off with I'm hoping people that I know personally end up winning the Indianapolis 500 this year, but I have to go with the hot hand right now, and I'm going to say McLaren clean sweeps the open wheel races, Monaco and Indy this year. And we are going to say, you know what, I'm going to pick my personal favorite, and he is long overdue for a win, Kyle Busch.
That'd be cool for the 600. Who you think?
And it'd be really cool if he had McLaren grills on it. Huh?
Oh, there you go. You said anybody from McLaren from the 500?
Yep.
Kyle Busch for the 600. And Monaco McLaren too?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're making it nice and easy to call that. What are your thoughts about the penalties?
Without being long out and strung out, because I've had numerous conversations with people in the know and also friends that are very, into the IndyCar series. Thanks, Gary, by the way, for having this conversation with me. But we're going to leave it like this, all right? If you're not working inside the gray areas, you're not trying. And if you get caught, eat your penalty. Just that simple. The thing that I'm not liking about this all is you have one particular team owner who is, I'm not going to name his name, but if he were to ever listen to this, he would be very mad. But when he's yelling and screaming during a owners meeting And he is doing the exact same, working in the gray areas of a rule book.
Joey, I gotta cut you off. A big issue with Jake Zito.
Uh-oh. What did Jake do?
I don't know. It said he crashed and he wasn't moving for a while.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, that's a hard hit.
That's coming back out on the racetrack, right? Yeah, right out of turn number 1. Ooh.
Oof.
It don't sound good, pal.
He's got one fast repair for this one. He'll be fine.
But
anyways, back to what I was saying.
Go continue your rant, please.
It's not a rant. It's just I'm spewing facts. The Penske team got caught again. There's a conflict of interest with him owning the league and him working inside the gray areas. You should be setting the example instead of, well, I mean, he kind of is setting an example, like as it. This is what not to do, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. Chip Ganassi, I know you work within the gray areas of the rule books too. So don't lie when you sit here and say that people don't have a fair advantage when another team is being or getting caught cheating. The attenuator with the Bondo, that's no different to me. It's no different than tape on a on the hood to seal up seams. They used to do it all the time in NASCAR. They used to do it all the time in IndyCar for qualifying events. It's just the way it is. Now, a software issue with a push button, where you have pretty much unlimited push to pass, yeah, that's a big problem. I'm okay with what IndyCar did, but I'm not okay with it. I'm not a fan of them just being relegated to the back of the field. But if IndyCar really wanted to save face, and I started this hashtag a couple of days ago, it was hashtag 34th car. Let Abel race. Yeah. It's not going to happen, which really sucks because it's too late now. I mean, we're getting into Wednesday before the race, and I'm pretty sure all that team has already packed up and left. But to save face, that's what they should have done. It has been suggested too by other people that they should have their time should have been withdrawn, and the next two, or everybody should have moved up, and those Penske drivers should have been playing around for the last row shootout. They would have guaranteed spots, but you would have been knocking out different drivers, because that would have solidified like Marco Andretti and I can't remember the other guy's name. That would have solidified them being in the 500, and they wouldn't have to worry. What is $100,000 fine to Roger Penske when he's the league owner? I mean, where's that money going? Is it going into a general pool for for these lesser teams to sit there and draw out of? Because we already know that the series pays team owners to be there, and it's already a charter system anyways. Does it go into the charter the charter, or I'd like to know that, but they'll never disclose that. Doug Bowles is physically upset about it. You can see it in every single interview, and I have yet, right? We're at Tuesday evening. Oh, geez. Jake just ate the wall.
That was Jake trying to stay off of Rupp and Vidal. They've been battling for second since basically the drop of the green flag show. But yeah, I had my opinion on it. I didn't think I thought they should have been basically kicked off the race and be like, that's your penalty. But now we're going into Sunday, and they're going to occupy 2 spots on the last row, and I think the other one is No. Who's the
There-
other one
there's-
that's going to join him?
Well, you got Will Power and Joseph Newgarden are going to be in the last row, and Scott McLaughlin gets to keep his starting spot because when he wrecked, they determined that he didn't have the modified attenuator. Now, I know I've posted this, and I've posted this in numerous forums. If you haven't had a chance, go sign up for Drinkin Bros Auto Racing Facebook page. This is a good information. A lot of good veterans there to sit there and shoot your shot with and have fun talking about motorsports. But anyways, I know I posted this all there. Marshall Pruitt from Racer Magazine went to the museum to look at that last year's winner's car, and it had a modified attenuator on it. Now, I have seen pictures from friends of mine, right, and employees of of the Speedway. I'm not going to say who they are, but I'm just going to say they're employees of the Speedway. Of that attenuator actually being modified. So how come it hasn't been caught? All right, I question the series themselves with the integrity of the car inspections, and I also sit here and question Roger with you're already on the hot seat, number one, because you own the series, number two, you own the Speedway, and number three, you've been caught cheating so many freaking times in the last few years, it is starting to get disgusting. The whole goal is to not get caught, Roger. Tim, same thing. So, I don't know what's going to happen for the 500, but I'm going to tell you something. I will sit there and lose my cool if one of those two Penske cars ends up winning from the back row.
What was the furthest
Not even
somebody
gonna
has
lie.
won out of?
That I don't remember off the top of my head because I have been...
Vidal is going for a pass on the outside. Oh, he might actually make it work here. Oh, he's going to back off of it. Never mind. They're side by side for the first couple turns. A great battle here for a second, but let's bring up the points for the series as we come into tonight's race, as we're already about halfway through the race. Ken Huber, who has missed the last couple events due to health reasons or family reasons, we don't get into it. We just hope he's okay, and we hope to see him soon. He's currently the points leader, 71 points. Michael Rupp currently in second at 62. Daniel Krim, who isn't here as well, he's dealing with some really bad storms in his area. We hope everybody down in that area stays safe. Scott Ramler in 5th. Fredericks in 6th. Vidal sitting in 7th at 45. Wyatt Franklin in 9th with 61. And Jake Zidow in 10th at 29. How big of a shot is this going to be with Michael Rupp running in second currently?
Well, the way the points work is the highest finishing registered driver that is running the actual series decals gets top place points. So technically, with Rupp running second place, he would get 10 points for this, which would kind of I didn't kind of do the points, like the what ifs before the race. I usually have that information, so I apologize. But we could have, with the way things are running right now, we could have a major shakeup in the points ahead of Nordschleife, and then throw that wild card in. Ooh, someone getting my $25.
With how you just put it, if Rupp finishes second, getting first place points, he would then jump Ken Huber, and then get that 72 points over the 71. And going into the final race, he'll have a 1-point lead over Ken Huber. It's getting spicy, getting really, really spicy, as that is your battle for P2. You see Jake Zidow in the background. He's just trying to stay close to people. That's all he's trying to do. He's hoping for a wreck. He already came down pit road, serviced the vehicle, cleaned up some of that damage that he had on the car. But we are 21 minutes remaining left in the show. We are past halfway, Joe. And
Yep, we're
it
gonna be
is,
close to the
it
here
is
soon.
still been battling for this P2 spot. Usually you'll see some separation, but it's been Rupp and Vidal all over each other all race long.
Shane Chancellor's got pretty much Holman Boulevard and the little bus stop before you come out on a turn 2 covered. He's 20 seconds ahead. He's gone. He check out.
And back to that battle for P2. Last time by, Vidal was just about a 10th faster. And yes, tonight is the Super Tropheo series on Tuesdays. And on Wednesdays, we're closing out the season with a car. Tomorrow night is Pocono. And then I think we have one more race following that, and that is Charlotte.
Ooh, Pocono. Pocono's a fun place.
Pocono, 70 laps in those beautiful Xfinity cars, and there goes Vidal. He's going to try it again, Joe.
You might have him this time. Oh, look at that late braking. Ooh! Ooh!
And he's got the position. He's going to take the spot. Move Josh Vidal up to P2.
That would put Rupp in a tie with Huber.
Yes,
going into Nordschleife.
And I can't believe you had somebody time it out 6 laps around that for 45 minutes, because it's not just it's not just 45 minutes race over. It's 45 minutes plus 1 lap.
Yep. And it's what was it? I think it was 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Somewhere in there.
You will, and I'll remind you when you make the lobby for it to add more time in the race to give them more time to finish. I know you have it capped at, like, once the 45 minutes is up, they got 2 minutes before the lobby closes.
I don't know if I can change that.
Oh, I think you can. I forgot how to do it. I know with the ovals, you give them a time limit, and then you also click laps. I don't know how it is for the timed events. But Wyatt Franklin entering pit road from P4. And we have a pass back. Yes, we do. What happened? It's like Vidal just checked out and forgot the turn. Gonna hit that chase cam. There it is. Here's Josh Vidal. Just way wide, overshoots it. You could see him get into some of the sand. Loses P2. And now it's the battle all over again. Quick and easy mental mistakes, and that's how you lose a couple spots. When are you expecting to fully see pit stops with our top 3, Joe?
Soon.
Soon, yeah. Yep. And the thing is, Shane Chancellor, our current race leader, pole sitter, and very much probably going to end up being our race winner if everything goes the way it is. He has Mike Rupp and Josh Vidal basically covered. For the time he's going to be in his pit box, he's that far ahead. It's disgusting. He is running easily a second, maybe 1.2 seconds faster a lap time than everybody else.
It's pit road here is so long. They're gonna get a half a lap lead on him.
Until they have
Watch
to
when he
pit.
comes with this. Yeah.
And here he comes.
Yep, here comes Chancellor. He must have heard his name.
Ears probably were ringing.
Oh, those blokes are talking about me up in the booth.
Jeez.
But I used to hang out with New Zealanders, remember?
And it looks like second and third are now hitting pit road as well. Everybody coming down on that lap 20 lap.
Oh no, I think Josh may or may not have sped.
Dun dun dun.
That he is hauling the mail coming into that. Oh, he got lucky. He got so lucky.
Look how slow they're going down pit road.
Chancellor was fuel only.
And he's on his way out. As they're getting into their pit boxes, he is heading out and continuing with the race lead. Joe, it is all but gravy for him now with just under 15 minutes remaining here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course in Speedway, Indiana. Made sure I'm fixing that.
If you know, you know.
I've said it correctly all 3 times here this evening.
I know. I commend you for that.
Yeah, you don't make the same mistake twice. Like people that get married more than once.
Oh. No comment.
At some point, they should, for each married, they should be taken like an appendage. Your 4th time? Well, you have 2 fingers and 1 toe missing.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
And yeah, they basically break even on that pit stop. They went in, when Chancellor went in, it was a 26-second gap to Mike Rupp and P2. Coming out of pit road, it is 26.5 seconds difference. So they at least kept even throughout pit road.
Did Jake get back on the lead lap because of pit stops?
Yes, sir. Yes, he did. He is not much. Chancellor's gonna get there.
Be a shame if there was a phantom caution. Oh wait, this is sports car racing. We don't do those NASCAR things.
Unless the cold track is blocked, and I don't see that happening here.
There's a fat guy on the racetrack. Oh no, it's just the league owner.
The size of that big orange ball at Chicagoland. Was it Chicagoland?
I was there for that. I know it was Chicagoland. I was there when it happened.
There's beach balls everywhere. But with 12.5 minutes remaining, let's step away. You guys aren't going to miss a thing, but we're going to pay some bills with our wonderful sponsors. Check them out in the description of the video.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
It is feature time in Tulsa. Let's go green.
He's got the run, but isn't enough. It's a drag race to the finish. Over goes from third to first in the last quarter.
Experience the world's most legendary racing events with iRacing. iRacing special events allow any member to compete in full-length multiplayer races based on some of the biggest events in motorsports all year round. Compete in virtual endurance races such as the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, and the Nürburgring 24 Hours. Take on some of the toughest races on the NASCAR calendar, such as the Daytona 500 and the Coke 600. We have races from disciplines across the racing world, from the Indy 500 to the Chili Bowl, from the Bathurst 1000 to the Crandon Championship. Our endurance special events utilize iRacing's team feature, where members can sign up and race together on their own team, swapping drivers throughout the race. Other events use iRacing Super Sessions, where you're not only racing against those on track, but against everyone taking part. As every race progresses, watch and feel the track change, with progressive time of day, dynamic weather and rain, and dynamic track debris and surface changes. Take on your favorite discipline, or try a brand new racing challenge with our biggest races of the year, the iRacing Special Events. Learn more at iracing.com/special-events.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that Makoni Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairground Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at Makoni Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, Makoni Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to MakoniSetupShop.com and learn why Makoni Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
And there it is, green flag in the air, and we are a go.
Curb, curb, curb again.
Oh! And he's gonna make it work as they are 3/10 back.
Sir, you can't park there.
Welcome to another All-Star 15 TV production. Brought to you by W Energy.
And we are back, everybody. Thank you guys for all tuning in, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. We appreciate you being here. Keep smashing those like buttons, follow, subscribe. We have 8-car tomorrow night, Pocono, 70 laps. We're coming to a close here at Indianapolis, though, for the Super Tropheo Series. Just over 7 minutes remaining. Shane Chancellor in his own zip code. It is not even close. But this is the battle for P2. It's Mike Rupp and Josh Vidal. I'm AJ Capola. Joe Hutchings also up in the broadcast booth with me. I'm looking forward to the end of this race. I'm looking forward to the Nürburgring. I think it's June 3rd. Going to be crazy to close out the season. We're going to have a very, very tight points battle coming out of tonight. But Joe, how's it been for you? Because this battle for P2 has been absolutely disgusting all race. First, Josh has to battle to make the pass, makes the pass, and then a lap and a half later gets into the sand and basically loses his spot. Now he's going to fight all the way back again.
Josh is doing Josh things. That's the easiest way to put it.
Yeah, and I'm a nerd and I do nerd things.
Zing.
See what I did there?
Well, yeah. Good way to plug a sponsor. No, I think at this point, Josh is just kind of waiting out his time to make a move on Rupp, so then he doesn't have to have the pressure of Rupp riding around on his bumper. So right now, Josh is going to try to get Rupp to make a mistake, but one thing that Josh doesn't realize about Rupp makes very few mistakes. So we'll have to see about this.
Now, this isn't NASCAR. You really don't bump people out of the way with
I'll
the
use a chrome horn in a
Lamborghinis.
GT car.
What was that, Joe?
I use a chrome horn in a GT car. I don't care. Full body cars, let's go. Was it GTP's prototype stuff? Oh yeah, we're rubbing fenders. Open wheel cars? I mean, Scott Ramler figured out how to bump draft in IndyCar.
Yeah, but that's Scott, and he's a disgusting alien.
Oh.
Surprised Area 50 hasn't come looking for him yet.
Yeah, he's somewhere in southern Ohio.
Great, you just told everybody where he is.
Sure, that's a big area.
And look at that, a little bit of drafting games down the front stretch with just over 4 minutes to go. But I mentioned the nerds. Go check them out. Thursday will be the first episode of the month of Stitch, leading all the way to 626, where their final episode, Leroy and Stitch. They're covering 2002's, Joe, you're going to like this, Lilo and Stitch. Gonna have a little fun. We're jumping into a very Disney family friendly month, talking about the 2002 Lilo and Stitch Thursday. Then the following Thursday we're gonna jump to the 2025 version, new one coming out this week, and then going with Lilo and Stitch, Stitch Has a Glitch, followed by Stitch the movie. Sorry, trying to think. Then the series. We're going to talk about the series. And then it's Leroy and Stitch all the way on 626. And Joe, I know it's one of your favorite characters, so...
Is Leroy going to bring sandwiches?
That's not Leroy. That's Ruben.
Yeah, it is. Is that Ruben?
Yeah. Joe, come on.
Oh, man, I need to stop drinking.
They named him Ruben after a sandwich, but he's 6'5". Also voiced by Rob Paulson, who did Carl Weezer, Yakko from the Animaniacs.
Ha! Ha! Is there bologna in their slacks? No, I was gonna say, are you guys doing Lilo and Stitch because he's cute and fluffy?
No, because we want to hit the iron while it's hot with the new movie coming out.
Blue punch buggy. No slugbacks.
I just caught that line, like, when I watched the movie again for the show. Like, I remember blue punch buggy, boom, done. No punchbacks. Almost died, Joe. You have no idea.
I have no problem rewatching that movie a million times. I would stop everything and sit on the couch and watch with Veda.
I mean,
we got a minute and a half, or a minute 52 to go.
I mean, I was supposed to record a wrestling show tonight afterwards. I don't feel good. I don't know if you could tell it in my voice. I feel like poo-poo right now. Might just throw that on and relax.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're still watching this battle for P2. A little bit of a gap forming with Rupp and Vidal. Chancellor is gone by almost 35 seconds. There he is. He's just getting out of the back straightaway. And basically on cruise control this whole time, Joe. From the drop of the green flag.
Yep, he should be getting the white flag now. Well, not yet.
Now, was there ever a configuration where they didn't have all this and they just shot it all the way through turn 1?
Yeah, that's the whole reason why the F1 tire debacle happened.
Oh, so why they put the chicane in?
Correct. There's the old GP track, which the old GP track is actually entertaining. I actually have a win or two on other simulators on the old configuration. One in a Formula 1 car and one in an Indy car.
Josh is so close right now.
Oh, this is so good.
It's like the FIA is watching with how Josh is trying to get by. They're also friends and everything too. You don't want to use up your friend, but if you use up your friend, he's going to hate you for about 2 seconds. Oh, and look at that move! Around the outside. Can he get it? He is even into turn number 1. And they're going to door bang.
Oh, wow.
And Rupp is going to come out the victor for the first couple turns.
You might want to switch back to Mr. Chancellor. He's about to take the checkered flag here.
Through the last couple turns as Aaron Judge hits a 2-run home run at Yankee Stadium. Shane Chancellor coming out of the final turn. Turn number 1 is going to win in dominant fashion at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
What a
Back
power
to that
move.
battle for P2. A little bit of a gap here, just shy of a half a second. Going into the last couple turns, are we going to see a possible dive bomb? No, we are not. Oh, yes, we are. Ooh, it's Rupp. It's 100% Rupp. Vidal had his moments. He's kept it clean, but Mike Rupp does exactly what he needs to and comes out of Indianapolis with the points lead. Josh Vidal in P2. P3 is going to be Wyatt Franklin. Wyatt with a very good couple laps to close out tonight's race. Almost made it a 3-way battle for a second. But Chancellor with a wonderful drive this evening as a little bit of a tribute to Scott Ramler, who we haven't seen in a little while, take in the P2 victory lap backwards.
Seriously?
All right, Joe, let's have some fun with these interviews. Let's start with the P3 driver coming home. It's Josh Vidal. Hey, Josh, it's AJ and Joe in the broadcast booth. What's going on, dude? What a great clean drive you had with Mike Rupp. You didn't come away with that P2 2-point stay you wanted, but overall a great drive for you.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, I guess. I don't know, dude. I was fighting. Look, if I wasn't fighting him, I was fighting the car for the other half. And I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Mike, I don't think I would like have that pace, because I don't know. I was going based off of his brake lights. I was trying to not do not like mimic him, but go off of the line he was going a little bit, but also try to keep my nose in a bit of clean air. Other than that, man, that car is tough to drive around this track. It's just so flat.
Well, it made it definitely fun to watch I think for the most part of the race, if not like 90% of the race, we were watching YouTube because it was just that dang good. But yeah, you come home third, you keep it clean. Were there any couple thoughts going through your head that you're going to dive bomb this turn, and if you guys get together, you get together, or were you just trying to keep it clean the whole time, and if you get by, you get by?
There's a few times throughout the race where I was thinking about it, and I definitely tested the waters. But I don't know, my brakes just, there was a few times where I was all the way on the brakes, and the anti-lock had to definitely kick in a few times. I'm not gonna lie. Without that, I think I actually would have hit Mike. But no, there was a few times where I did test the waters a bit, and it just never worked out. My car just couldn't grip up, or it didn't settle down. I couldn't get this car to behave, man. I'm sorry. I couldn't get it to behave.
What are you sorry for? You've come home in a podium spot. You make a good points headway going into the finale at the Nürburgring in 2 weeks. Have you done any racing there? And what are you going to expect from the 26 as we basically go one lap every 7 minutes?
Wait, hold up. Huh? Wait, we're doing the full thing?
You're doing the full thing, the GP and the big track.
Oh, I thought we were just doing the GP circuit. I was about to say I've done the GP circuit and in a GT car, so we're talking about the full thing.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah, for sure.
You got 2 weeks to get it down, bud. Don't worry. And I made a special announcement, so if you go back and watch the broadcast, you'll hear it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Josh, before we let you go, plug those beautiful sponsors, because I see one very big one on the side of your car that has something to do with Joe from the broadcast booth.
What the? Oh, I know.
Hold on.
He's got to look on the side of the car. He's got to look at the side of his car.
What, the JVM graphics?
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
See, he remembers.
Yeah, after he needed a little reminder.
Yeah, JVM graphics, and also thanks to Krim for making this fabulous Galaxy type paint scheme for me. His GT concepts and BMS, along with you, AJ, and All Star 15 for broadcasting this race.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Have fun. Enjoy, and it sounds like you might need to get the practice in.
Yes, sir.
See you later, pal. All right, Joe, I will take P2 because I know how much fun you have interviewing Shane. Here's the driver that finishes P2, able to hold off Josh Vidal with the Scott Ramler backwards victory lap tribute.
I tried until I got lost.
Mike, what's up, dude?
Oh, not too much. That was as usual. Josh and I were neck and neck, and I mean, I don't think we were with more than a second apart the entire race.
Yeah, we were talking to him about it. It was absolutely great driving between the two of you. But you guys had nothing for, it looked like, Shane, but you put on one hell of a show for second. How was it out there? Because we heard Josh say it was really loose with the car tonight.
Yeah, I will say there was definitely not much grip out there towards the end of the race, and I contemplated taking tires. I guess Wyatt behind us did, and that's why he was catching us so much at the end of the race. But I knew as long as I could stay ahead of Josh coming out of the pit, I could probably hold him behind me, and that's how it worked out.
Dude, he closed in fast. When you guys all came out of pit road, he was about 10 seconds back, and then finished the race 4 seconds back. So he was definitely moving.
Yeah, I mean, he was on fresh tires. Me and Josh were having a battle, so that definitely slowed us down a bit. But I mean, it was a blast.
Well, we do the full Nordschleife course in 2 weeks.
And
What
I'm
are your
looking forward
thoughts?
to it. Oh, I love it. It's going to be a blast. I usually do the Ringmeister race every week, so very familiar with the track, and it's going to be fun.
He's going to be even happier when he finds out what we're doing for that race.
What are we doing,
God.
rain?
No, absolutely not. No,
Snow.
No.
We're doing snow.
I'm not that mean. No,
We're-
I'm doing everybody a favor. Where it's going to be
all the fast repairs.
No damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all just keep going.
What's the fun in that? What, you don't want one person to finish the race, Joe?
I want everybody to finish the race.
That's my point. Most of the races at that track are just survival.
Exactly. So let's take the survival part out of it. You're welcome. Hashtag chaos. Thank you, TJ, for that hashtag.
Hashtag chaos.
I'm just hoping that Ken shows up next week, and I know he'll probably kick my butt, but
Guys are
right now we're
tied.
tied for points, and
Tied.
I don't know. I'd rather
Tied at
battle on track.
72. So it should be really interesting, like you mentioned. But before we let you go, hopefully you do a better job than Josh with remembering. Hit those beautiful sponsors.
I don't know. I think there's a sponsor on the side of my car. Has something to. No. Shout out to Drinkin Bros Podcast or Drinkin Bros Racing. I don't know, whatever one's on the side of my car. Both kind of the same thing, but shout out to
It's
them.
the exact same thing.
What's that?
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, I know. So shout out to them, and yeah, looking forward to next week. And
All right.
I get to race in real life this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Well, good luck, dude. Stay safe, and we'll see you June 3rd for the Nordschleifer.
It sounds good.
All right, Joe. I know how much you want to do this. Enjoy. It's all yours. Here's our race winner.
Good day. Congratulations on the dub.
Thank you.
So you drop in and whoop everybody's butt. What else is there to say?
It was it was a pretty solid race for me. Once I got away, I was just concentrating on hitting my marks every lap, and that was it. And I was just able to keep pushing.
Incredibly fast laps. I mean, you were going up against some heavy hitters that I know that run officials and endurance racing, and you they never even saw your taillights.
Just I don't know. It's these cars are a bit funny. They're a bit twitchy and stuff, but I just managed to. If you can hold on to them, you can get good lap times out of them. But I guess the thing for me was I knew if I could just push away a bit, I could just constantly try and pump out 26s, which I did most of the laps. There's a few that were in the 27s, but yeah, I was just concentrating on hitting my marks every lap and just pushing on.
Now, did you take tires during the pit stop, or did you just say, I'm just gonna roll with what I got?
Yeah, just rolled with what I got. I thought about taking tires, but in the end, looking at my lap times, like I would have probably lost out time taking them.
Well, it's a good strategy call because you didn't lose any time on pit road, and I guess they must have done the same thing because when was it? It was 26 seconds, right, AJ? I think AJ ran away.
It's run away.
His win, it was 38 seconds.
No. 26 seconds when he came on and when he went off pit road.
Yes,
it was 26 seconds. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So
still
it was a good call.
A little bit. Yeah, worked out all right.
Well, you got anybody you want to thank?
Just the normal Aries Autosport guys that I sim race with, and yeah, my my real life sponsor, No Longer Auto and 404, who sponsors my race car. So that's yeah, that's about it.
Alrighty, sir. Well, congratulations, and we hope to see you
Thanks.
next week at the Nordschleife. Or not
Yeah, I
next
was
week,
just
2
looking-
weeks. 2 weeks.
Oh, it's 2 weeks. Well, that
Yeah.
might work out. I can tell you. Yeah, I might be home for that one, so that could be good. That will definitely be good.
Yeah, it
Alright.
should be fun because it's the big track.
Oh, you're doing the full Nordschleife?
Full Nordschleife with the
Excellent.
stadium section.
Beautiful. That will be a lot of fun.
Alrighty, sir. Well,
Thanks for having
congratulations
me.
on P1 again.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
All right, that was our race winner, Shane Chancellor. Joe, take us home, pal.
We got one race left in the season, and then we are off for a summer break. I will take this moment to announce that was it the 13th? Is it? Hang on a second. June 10th. I'm sorry. June 10th, we are going to be doing hosted IndyCar races in the time slot for Tuesdays until season 4 of iRacing starts. And then when we come back for season 2 of Tropheo, there's going to be a major mix-up in the schedule. We're going to have places that you never thought to sit there and throw one of these Tropheo cars at. I can give you kind of a teaser. Is an oval that NASCAR currently runs on that you never thought would have an actual road course that you could sit here and put GT cars on. But that's going to be part of the schedule, and we're going to have a bunch of new tracks that are going to be coming along with our standard Daytona, Indianapolis, Road Atlanta, all the standard ones, Watkins Glen. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to be moving away from hosted lobbies and having a proper sign-up league, and it's going to be fun. But June 10th, Indy cars, it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I can't wait to see how you guys get through it. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow night for 8-car at Pocono.
Deuces, have a good Memorial Day weekend.